The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back. Trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 48-yard line, here's the second.
Their 48-yard line.
Levis back to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's 2nd and 10. Al down to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off play action. It's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Levis. He finds Hopkins complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Levis. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
In motion is Phillips. On second down, here's Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now they go play action with Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Howell. There he goes again, powering his way forward. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. They'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Smash! Bronco switch!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Levis looking to throw. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down. Possible loss into positive yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll go play action. Howell. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Powell. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL. We've seen our share of lopsided contests. All of them. Both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Titans get